Now, today we'll be doing your topic 1.3, why non-cooperation. First of all, you have to understand the meaning of the word non-cooperation. Non means not and cooperation means not helping. Cooperate नहीं करना, अपनी help या अपनी support नहीं provide करना. In this famous book, Hind Swaraj, 1909, Mahatma Gandhi declared that British rule was established in India with cooperation of Indians and had survived only because of this cooperation. If Indian Hindus refused to cooperate, British rule in India would collapse within a year and Swaraj would come. So, Mahatma Gandhi in his book Hind Swaraj in 1909 clearly wrote that British agar itne saal tak for number of centuries if they have ruled Indians, that was only because of our support. Britishers जो थे वो बहुत थोड़े नंबर में इंडिया में आए थे, but it was we Indians who were supporting them. Support in any means, like there were Indian soldiers who were helping them to acquire property. There were Indian washermen, cobbler, painter, peasants, artisans, craftsmen who were helping them. So Mahatma Gandhi very clearly said that they are controlling us, they are governing us, they are ruling us, they are torturing us because we are rendering our support to them. हम उन्हें support कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए वो rule कर पा रहे हैं. How could non-cooperation become a movement? Gandhi ji proposed that the movement should unfold in stages. It would begin with a surrender of titles that government awarded and a boycott of civil services, army, police, courts and legislative councils, school and foreign goods. So Mahatma Gandhi decided that अब non-cooperation को start कैसे किया जाए, कैसे, जैसे like you have to go in a planned manner कि पहले हम ये करेंगे फिर उसके बाद ऐसा होगा. So Gandhi ji said that non-cooperation will also go in stages, one stage after other होगी. So first stage would be boycott or surrender of the titles. Surrender of titles मतलब जो भी post या privileges जो दी गई हैं उसे हमें give up करना होगा. We have to boycott civil services. जो भी post पे हम help कर रहे हैं Britishers को, पुलिस में रह के, कोर्ट में रह के, legislative council में रह के या foreign goods को use करके, we have to give up that. Then in case the government used repression, a full civil disobedience campaign would be launched. So he decided that अगर ये सब हमारे करने के बाद अगर government action में आती है, government here means Britishers, अगर Britishers action में आते हैं, then a full-fledged civil disobedience campaign will be launched. पहले हम non-cooperation से start करेंगे, that means will not cooperate. और अगर Britishers react करती है हमारे हमसे ज़बरदस्ती cooperate कराने की कोशिश करती है, then we'll go for civil disobedience. So disobedience means we'll go against the law. पहले हम support नहीं. Now understand the difference between non-cooperation and civil disobedience. Non-cooperation means will not provide help. हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे but disturb नहीं करेंगे. But civil disobedience means that will not help. Apart from that, will also disturb. Through the summer of 1920, Mahatma Gandhi and Shaukat Ali tortured extensively, mobilized people support for a movement. So Mahatma Gandhi and Shaukat Ali Muslims को और महात्मा गांधी Hindus को they started mobilizing them. वो एक साथ लाने की कोशिश करने लगे. Many within the Congress were however concerned about the proposal. They were reluctant to boycott the council election scheduled for November 1920. They were feared that the movement might lead to a popular violence. In the months between September and December, there was an intense tussle within the Congress. For a while, there seemed seemed no meeting point between the supporters and the opponents of the movement. Finally, at the Congress session at Nagpur in December 1920, a compromise was worked out and non-cooperation program was adopted. So when non-cooperation was to be adopted, Congress के अंदर भी बहुत सारी मतभेद हुए थे. There were people who were, some were in support of the non-cooperation, some were against the non-cooperation. Some felt that हमें council elections को drop नहीं करनी चाहिए because they felt कि अगर हम councils में हैं, अगर हम assembly में हैं, तो हम ज़्यादा उनकी internal बातों को जान पाएंगे और हम ज़्यादा रिएक्ट कर पाएंगे. Whereas others what they felt was that हमें जानना ही नहीं है बात, we are simply against them. So there were lots of tussle that was going on. बहुत सारे मतभेद हुए, some supported, some did not. So बहुत सारे tussles के बाद finally in December 1920 in the Nagpur session of the Congress, non-cooperation was adopted. How did non-cooperation unfold? Who participated in it? How did different social group convince to the idea of non-cooperation? So now further we'll read that non-cooperation को start कैसे किया गया, कौन से लोग थे जिन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट किया because there were various groups that existed. Okay, so who are the people who supported it, and how did different social groups convinced of the idea of non-cooperation? अलग-अलग groups कैसे convince हुए थे ideas of non-cooperation के लिए, कैसे क्यों ये agree किए, were they tortured or they could understand the essence of non-cooperation? That we'll read in the next. Now let us see the different strand within the movement. The non-cooperation Khilafat movement began in January 1921. Various social groups participated in this movement, each with its own specific aspiration. All of them responded to the call of Swaraj, but the term meant different to different people. So people had different strands. It was not that they all were fighting for the country. अगर एक peasant ने participate किया था non cooperation में, वो स्वराज का मीनिंग डिफरेंटली समझ रहा था और एक प्लांटेशन वर्कर डिफरेंटली समझ रहा था. स्वराज का मतलब सेल्फ रूल था, सेल्फ रूल फॉर द कंट्री, बट दे वर ट्रीटिंग इट एज अ सिचुएशन जहाँ वो फ्री में अपनी उन पे कोई टैक्सेस ना लगे. प्लांटेशन वर्कर्स वर थिंकिंग कि वो फ्री में मूवमेंट कर सके, प्लांटेशन एरिया में इन एंड आउट जा सके, जब मन करे घर जा सके. सो दे कुड नॉट अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ स्वराज. वो रियल मीनिंग ऑफ स्वराज समझ नहीं पाए. ओके, रादर व्हाट दे यूज्ड टू डू इज दे यूज्ड टू इंटरप्रेट द टर्म ऑन देयर ओन. ठीक है, जैसे आई टेल यू, अगर हम फ्रीडम बोले, इफ आई से फ्रीडम, फॉर यू फ्रीडम मीन्स नो स्टडीज. ओके, फॉर मी फ्रीडम मीन्स इक्वालिटी ऑफ मेल एंड फीमेल. For your mother, freedom means freedom from household work. So it varies. So same at that time, people never felt that Swaraj means independence or self-rule of the country. Rather they felt that Swaraj का मतलब है हमारा अपना personal rule. We are least bothered about the country. मुझे freedom दे दो. Movement in the towns. The movement started with the middle class participation in the cities. Thousands of students left government controlled schools and colleges. Headmasters and teachers resigned, and lawyers gave up their legal practices. The council elections were boycotted in many provinces except Madras, where the Justice Party, the party of the non-Brahmin, felt that entering the council was one way of gaining some power, something that usually only Brahmins had access to. So what happened? So अलग अलग तरह से लोगों ने अपना कोऑपरेशन हटाने की शुरुआत कर दी. स्टूडेंट्स, टीचर्स, प्रोफेसर, हेडमास्टर्स, सब ने अपनी कॉलेजेस और स्कूल को छोड़ दिया जो कि ब्रिटिशर्स ओन करते थे. देयर वर मेनी स्टेट्स वेयर काउंसिल इलेक्शंस, कांग्रेस डिड नॉट पार्टिसिपेट इन द काउंसिल इलेक्शन. इट वाज ओनली इन मद्रास वेयर जस्टिस पार्टी पार्टिसिपेटेड बिकॉज दे फेल्ट दैट हमारे भी हाथ में कुछ पावर्स आनी चाहिए. पहले द powers were limited to only Brahmins, because if you see your सोशल हायरार्की, सबसे ऊपर हमारे जो हायरार्की लिस्ट में है वो है ब्राह्मण्स. ऐसा हमारा सोशल कंस्ट्रक्ट इंडिया में था. द इफेक्ट ऑफ नॉन कोऑपरेशन ऑन इकोनॉमिक फ्रंट वाज मोर ड्रामेटिक. फॉरेन गुड्स वर बॉयकॉटेड, लिकर शॉप्स पिग्ड एंड फॉरेन क्लोथ्स बर्न इन ह्यूज bonfire. The import of foreign clothes halved between 1921 and 1922. Its value dropped from rupees 102 crores to 57 crores. In many places, merchants and traders refused to trade in foreign goods or finance foreign trade. As the boycott movement spread, the people began discarding imported clothes and wear only Indian ones. Production of Indian textile mills and handloom went up. So boycott ना ही schools और colleges में शुरू हुई, but even use of goods, लोग जो goods use करते थे उन्होंने completely foreign goods को give up कर दिया उसकी use. जितनी cloth इंडिया में आती थी, it used to come of 102 crores, अब केवल 57 crores आने लगी. Okay, apart from that, there were many traders who stopped funding the trade of foreign goods. Now वो foreign goods लाते, ना उसे कोई भी ट्रेड के लिए फंड करते. सो पीपल स्टार्टेड बॉयकॉटिंग, बड़े बड़े बॉन्ड फायर ऑर्गेनाइज करते जहाँ पे लोग अपना डिसएग्रीमेंट दिखाने के लिए इंपोर्टेड गुड्स को बर्न करना शुरू कर दिए. But this movement in cities gradually slowed down for a variety of reasons. Khadi cloth was often more expensive than mass-produced milk clothes, and poor people could not afford to buy it. So now, with what momentum, with what pace the movement had started, जितने enthusiasm से movement start हुआ था, उतने enthusiasm से वो continue नहीं रहा, because they had said that stop using imported goods, but उन्हें साथ ही साथ Indian leaders को एक substitute good ऐसा लाना चाहिए था जो same price में उन्हें Indian market में मिल सके. But what they had said is that don't use this, use khadi, and khadi was comparatively very, very expensive, so poor people could not buy it. How then could they boycott milk clothes for too long? Similarly, the boycott of British institutes posed a problem. For the movement to be successful, alternative Indian institutes had to be set up so that they could be used in the place of British one. They were slow to come up, so students and teachers began trickling back to the government schools, and lawyers joined back the work in the government courts. So they said that सब छोड़ दो, आप अपने इंस्टीट्यूट छोड़ दो, कॉलेजेस छोड़ दो, स्कूल्स छोड़ दो, you stop going to schools, you stop going to courts, but substitute institutes were not made. ठीक है, अगर आपने बोला ब्रिटिशर्स के इंस्टीट्यूट्स में नहीं जाना है, एट द सेम टाइम यू हैड टू क्रिएट सम इंडिजीनियस इंस्टीट्यूट्स विच वाज नॉट डन. ओके, एंड दिस क्रिएटेड a huge problem, and people forcefully had to get back to the schools, lawyers had to get back to the courts, students had to get back to schools and colleges, teachers back to school, professor back to colleges. So all such problem existed in town. Now rebel in the countryside, we'll read in the next video. Countryside means the villages, so that we are going to read in the next video. Thank you.